consciousness of our planet Earth, to be with us today for this exciting announcement. So it's a surprise for all of us today. So settle in, get comfortable. And Stephanie, do you notice anything new outside the tent?
Oh yeah, it's an entirely different experience. It's very there's like the tent is no more. It's like two waterfalls, like you hear waterfalls just flowing, and it's like there's like these vines that create the tent with like little flower hits, but so it's very elemental, and like I feel like I like you know, could walk into like a vine waterfall lagoon. um, and so it feels like this beautiful, like Gaian oasis inviting me in, and the energy is very powerful. Like it feels like the power of a waterfall hitting. Like can you like just the magnitude of water moving is kind of like the undertone that I'm feeling right now.
That's
So
so cool.
yeah,
So this
and
is a special day, and as you can see, Stephanie's in a new location. It's very earthy today. It's so beautiful, and we see the sunlight behind you, Apollo peeking in.
I know it's actually sunny here today. Like it feels like springtime today.
It's
First,
beautiful.
we're a little behind in the warm weather up here, so
Yes, in Alaska. That's where Stephanie is hailing from. All right. So I'm in the future, down in the south in Louisiana. So she's 3 hours behind.
we're holding the
Thank you.
time difference.
Yeah. Okay. So it is about time to get started. So let's go inside and tell us what it's like inside the tent, please.
Okay, so I'm being called to express that it feels like I'm wading through water, like
Yeah.
ankle deep water.
Mhm.
Like to get like it's so there's like an ankle deep water that I'm like wading through, and as I kind of enter, it's like there's a perfect waterfall that comes down, but it's like magically aligned to like go around me. So I feel like as I walk through this whole like watery experience, it's like I'm in this protective shield and it just drips around me. And um and it's so I oh and then I step through and then it just gets kind of quiet and then I'm hearing like birds and it seems very like a beautiful like forest rich and then like it's got like gardeny type feels. It's almost like Gaia in Wonderland.
I
you know?
love that.
Yeah. Um,
So on brand. I love when they go with our flow.
so this is very detailed. My ear is ringing right now, my left ear. And not only am I like experiencing being in Gaia's tent, but I'm also experiencing her energy like right here,
Hmm.
like the consciousness. Um, and it's so funny because it's not like, I guess I'm being asked to describe this because Gaia, we are a part of Gaia, our bodies, so she naturally can come through and channel through us a lot easier than other beings, is what I'm being guided to share. And essentially, um, yeah, I don't know. So
Okay.
we can get started. I'm just like I see Gaia's all around me is what I'm saying.
All
And
around
and
all
here.
of us. Yeah, she's like, I'm
Yeah, all
everything,
right. Like
all of
she's
you.
like here. Yeah.
You are me. I am you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We
So
are all.
it is officially the start time, and a lot of people have just logged on. So just to catch everyone up, Stephanie is now about to channel Gaia, the consciousness of our planet Earth. Because if you were there for the Prometheus 2.0 interview, you saw that I sort of like pieced together some puzzles with some friends' visions. And anyways, Gaia wanted to stop where we were going and talk about it herself. So that is why we are meeting today. So we're about to get that wonderful moment with her. So everyone, please take your seat. And Stephanie, let us know what you noticed before we begin. I saw something behind you.
Yeah, there's vehicles. It's okay. I can
Okay, okay.
focus.
I was like, is it an animal? That would have been so cool.
Yeah, this is my first time recording upstairs, so I think I can. I've been practicing meditating and getting into trance state around. I'll do it on the couch in front of my family.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll just let Gaia take over.
Okay.
mm, Thank you, Dale, for having me. So we can continue this conversation that I stopped Prometheus from having with you.
Yes, I
Um,
apologize for that.
no, this is great. Let's get the ball rolling and see where things go.
Okay, so to start everyone off, so we're all on the same page. Gaia, we're learning that you're the literal consciousness of our planet. Do all planets have a consciousness?
Yes,
Okay. Is Earth, are you different than other planets in any way?
very different than other planets in so many ways.
How would you like to explain that, like key difference that we need to understand?
Uh, um, I'm
I guess it can sort
trying
of piece in something. I referenced that Lemuria book, The Wisdom Keepers. And so you go ahead, you go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead and reference where you drafted this
Well,
question from.
Well, in the first chapter, within the first 5 minutes of that book, it talks about how aliens came down and upgraded your consciousness with their own spiritual technology, and so we already know that you are like this upgraded version, and we're going through something else with you, and so that's what we know. What would you like to add as a key difference, as well as what makes Earth special than the other consciousnesses of other planets?
Uh, the actual fall and rise of a consciousness of a planet. Um, I come from a specific line of consciousnesses that are aligned with the fall and the rise, the descend and ascension of a actual planet consciousness. So the hmm, what I'm trying to express is there is a specific group like my consciousness that um, in a I'm trying to express more on the parallel simultaneous concept of being everywhere all at once, and to understand that, like you, my consciousness is having many different experiences in different forms. So not only am I here for this planet Earth, but my mm, oversoul, I guess is what you can call it, um, has many planets running on the program of my base coding, if that makes sense.
Wow.
Think of it like a network, just
Right.
like just like humans. It's just different
Yeah.
than most souls because it's baseline programming. It's the fundamental writing. This gets a little bit brain melty.
Okay. And so you're vast. You're much more vast, but there are parallels between our micro experience to your macrocosm experience. Okay.
Mhm.
I
And
can see that now.
so get this, because you are a part of me in this physical reality, physically, part of you can experience the multidimensionality of my consciousness animating other planets programs. even more brain melt here. Just how
Wow.
deep can you tune in? Because there's
So,
your aspect, then there's my aspect,
so it's accurate to sort of look at just at least the planets in our known solar system as sort of parallel expressions of you,
in a
or is
sense.
okay,
In
interesting.
a sense. So, and then you can also reflect it onto mm, different aspects, characteristics. This is where it gets really more into the wholeness and the oneness of things.
Yeah,
So
very cool.
oh,
Okay.
I'm just as much encoded into all of this as all of you are. There's so many threads that weave this whole thing together.
Okay.
But moving on.
Yes, so that's the vastness of it. So to sort of reflect it down on the physicality of it, today it's very much hinting, that there's the sun and you, we've talked about it, our divine counterpart union, and you've been
Mhm.
busy. And so I guess start us off there. Something is different with the way Earth and the sun energies have been colliding. So how would you like to explain what has been different to us in a way we can understand?
Well, you can understand it by seeing exactly what's being reflected back to you. Um, you've seen the way the sun is literally projecting plasma onto the earth. This is the physical in the solar system of what's happening. So not only is it an energetic union between Apollo, the consciousness of the sun, Apollo, like the goddess, and the earth, me, Gaia. And so we are having this cosmic union because I literally dance around him. I magnetize around him. And so it is a divine union of being showered and bathed in rejuvenating energies. And it is also kind of in reflection to what each individual who is on in alignment with their highest selves is starting to experience too, the union within. And so
Very true.
everything is reflected in so many levels. And so it's just a matter of what focus point you zoom in on. So I hope.
So true. And so, like you said, you've always been bathed in the light, but something is unique this time where it's now with my friend Lindsay. Props to Lindsay because she receives definite information, truth, and she saw it as you as this blue energy field, and within this was this red circle. And she texted me, she's like, "What do you think it means?" And I was like, "Well, I'm getting Apollo Gaia stuff here." And she was like, "Oh, so what do you want to tell us about that?"
Consider it the birth of a new consciousness, the birth of a new energy. It is like the Trinity or the Triune. It's you you put two energies together, you create another, and so between you know all these beautiful, amazing sun codes that are elevating and helping me uh, reach highest, and I don't want to be punny, but like the climactic phase, the highest um, point to receive maximum potential, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. And so it, the image that Lindsay saw is, yes, like a birth. You can consider it like the birthing, like the creation of a new consciousness between two consciousnesses, and it's also kind of like what you guys are experiencing as you move through. And when I say you guys, like humans on your individual, as you step through and move into your fifth dimensional selves, that's a new consciousness that you're moving into, just like me. And so you can consider it like, I like consider it like not necessarily a walk in, but higher fulfillment, a higher
Hmm.
self fulfilling.
Okay.
So you can take it in mind as like this new energy being birthed, this new energy that's being incubated right now.
Mm.
is what the planet shifts into. So it's not like I move into something, it's like I expand in out of myself. And
Mm.
so this energy will keep expanding out of the physical planet too. And that's how, and it'll ripple into everybody and everything on the planet.
Wow.
So it's kind of like just like how everything starts within you for your reality to expand, reflect back to you, it's happening exactly the same for the planet. Exactly the same.
Wow. That sounds like a big energy wave coming up from you into our bodies.
Hmm. And you're in the middle of it right now alongside with me.
Wow. So it's already
Not only are
happening.
you being penetrated by the sun, and same with me, but also there's this energy growing, this my own toroidal field is pumping and flowing, and I'm vibrant, I'm electrifying, I feel amazing, and I feel supported and deeply like I can dance around the sun and be completely held and let my physical expression just expand and create. So this is also, you know,
How we're
the
feeling.
energy
Yes,
that
and
we're
we're
all
all feeling
moving
this.
in. Yes, and it's that base, the base of your hips, pure earthly energy, creation coming through. So I'm reaching up through the arches of your feet, through the base of your spine, and I'm sharing the beautiful, divine, healed, divine, masculine energy that I receive, that I'm receiving, thanks to my union with the consciousness of Apollo,
I love that.
working beautifully together. It's
Yes.
really alignment and syzygy.
Mm.
It's such a beautiful analogy. And yes, we did call the moon a jealous bitch. That's just a funny inside joke.
Oh, that's so funny. So, yeah. Well, my question is, will it change how you identify yourself? No.
And it's that it'll change, you will change, in how you perceive me and how we perceive each other and interact is what's going to change. So it's not me being like, I come to you now as Gaia 2.0 or whatever. It's however we connect, you're going to notice. And maybe I will. I mean, I've evolved from many consciousnesses and different things. I do, um, just like everybody else who is exploring what they like and who they are through this journey,
Mhm.
I might, who knows, maybe Source and I will pop in some new creatures, new animals,
Ooh,
new plants, or plants that haven't been around for a while, bring some
I would
things
love
back.
that.
And start seeing some new discoveries of beautiful expressions that represent new energy that comes through me.
We love that. We're very excited for those developments. Stephanie's gonna have to keep the Gaia news coming up. So, like, announcement, new type of
Yes, I know.
animal.
She mentioned doing it, and we're trying along. But there's I definitely there should be podcasts done, I believe. But yeah, anyway.
That brings me to my next question, which was someone had already asked this. We learned about your vastness, but I want to learn about your physicality. How, other than being the planet that we're all incarnated on, how much do you experience physicality on here yourself as a human being? Like, do you incarnate? Is that a weird question?
I have expressions.
Okay.
I don't want to touch a whole lot on it,
Yeah.
but um, there are indeed humans on Earth that are incredibly connected to me and to the work that's happening here. And this also goes through not even just incredibly connected to me, but there are souls incarnated on Earth that are here with specific abilities to really hone in on Gaia work and grid work and energy healing.
So true.
Um, but yeah, yes, there are
Okay.
expressions.
Very cool. Thank you for that. And that's probably the case for a majority of the Council of Nine Gods we've
Yes.
exposed. Yes. Okay. Very cool. So my next question is about inner Earth because that is where these energies seem to be pooling up before the climactic moment. And so I've kind of been curious, what would you like to say about inner Earth and what is already happening there that's different because of these energies?
Okay, so I want you to think of like inner Earth as a womb space right now. And the womb is being healed by the collective right now on your own individual experiences. And
Mm-hmm.
so um, I'd like you to think of what's going on with Inner Earth as pretty much the doulas, and they're helping because within there, they're more in tune, awake, part of nature. So there's a lot of very intentional meditations and soothing vibrational work going on by the masses of beings that live down there or live in there, live there. Um, so I'd like you to think of the orange, like sacral womb space within the planet right now, and just imagine all the amazing inner earth beings like meditating and placing love and support to this new energy and helping it expand out and reach the, the surface earth and reach up through you. So it is really a very inside job.
It's very cool and comforting to know that we are truly, truly supported from below and above. Um, let's see. So I want to kind of touch back on the Apollo and the solar energies because, like you said, you described this major rush of energy at the climax point coming from below, from you. But I also know that yesterday, unexpectedly, the Rods Live with the Lyrans touched on or wanted me to talk about the Great Solar Flash, and I feel this is also very tied with the moment of climax. And so, what would you like to share about the Great Solar Flash and also its connection to the Sphinx is where I'm going to lead this later. So keep that in mind.
Yes. So, essentially how you articulated it in your rods yesterday was very spot on. The the Flash, I think the collective's perception and anticipation and expansion of perception, your expansion of perception has evolved enough so much to where the big flash, the big bang isn't what you're waiting for because you're already experiencing pretty phenomenal things if you are doing the work. Um, but yes, there's a buildup, an energetic buildup that will potentially reflect a Carrington repeat. It's but not a scary thing. It's not. It's more like a wave.
Mm-hmm.
Like a wave is what I would expect. Like a rolling orgasm.
And those can be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the card earlier we picked was called Flow. It was like ride the
Yes.
waves, ride the
Ride
waves.
the wave. It's like, do it. I'm, doing the breath work, and Apollo is a good partner. He's all about breath
Like
work.
Lamaze.
So lots of support and stuff. But essentially, it's, you know, it's true that, giving birth can be more orgasmic than painful if you really understand your body. And I understand my body. And so I have a good partner and great support. And yeah, I want to also just make it known that, there is the healed divine masculine standing up and supporting the rising divine feminine on all levels. It's up to you to just really open up and recognize it
And
within yourself
connect. So
and
true.
connect. Yeah.
So true. Someone had asked earlier, and I forgot to ask you, are first of all, is there a portal to Inner Earth under Mount Shasta?
Yes.
Yes. And are there changes to the portals that go to Inner Earth now? Are they
Yeah.
like anything you'd like to tell us about those changes?
It's just a matter of time, alignment, and individuals doing their grid work, whether they're aware of it or not. It's just all a beautiful, lined out orchestration or orchestra. Just to understand that you're always where you're meant to be, right on time for certain things to align. And so just understand that portals open up as people make their way in their journey and then also physically. So this
Hmm.
also goes in line with that being said, as you move your body around doing whatever you're doing in your human existence, do it with intention to connect and heal and anchor in to the earth grid lines, your dragon lines if you feel called to a dragon line.
Yeah, protect
Yeah.
the Earth.
Protect the
Forest
earth. And
protection.
singing to just singing outside, it is really it helps more than you understand. Really, if you just are intentionally, outside whistling or singing, or if you're around trees or in a garden, not only are you connecting with me, the earth, but also the elementals. And the elementals are here to help you have a wonderful experience in this reality. So the more you serenade them, the more they'll respond to you.
I love that. I spent my whole morning prepping for this interview by singing in the bathtub to the waters, and I was like, I know that you
Exactly.
guys are like
Yes.
dancing around, even though I can't see you.
Yes.
Very, very cool. Marina has a great question. You were talking about this rising of the divine masculine and how they're on this healing journey, even if it's not always obvious at first with our partners. What is your advice to the feminines out here who are awakening ahead of their partners?
First off, and you are fully aware of this, is, um, the more you focus on you and not trying to get your partner to wake up or change, but continue to keep following your joy, your passion, your what brings you spark. Um, either I like this thing, either they'll shit or get off the pot. And you're starting the divine masculine is on the healing journey, and it's already energetically, you're starting to see things around you. Men are becoming more sensitive. People around you in on around you are starting to kind of like the fabric idea, like you're rising up, and the tablecloth that comes along with you, your family and your partners are rising up with you, but you don't have to do the work for them. They start to naturally just kind of align, and it makes sense to them because they're in your frequency all the time. But
True.
essentially, you keep doing you, and just know that everything else will align and follows, and what doesn't align and follow will fall away at the wayside.
That's so
You just
true.
keep aligning to your true north.
The less I cared about whether my partner believed me was the day I became free to truly be myself.
Yes.
And that's why I found
And
all
that,
of you.
and I recommend drop that need to have that "I told you so" moment.
I know I'm
If
working on
any
it because
family
I
members,
know it's not my highest self wanting it, but I also know it'll be there. Everyone will have their "I told you so" moment, but it's good. I feel like it'll happen so fast, and all of us will immediately realize, oh snap!
yeah.
Now becomes the real work because people are not as chill with this information at
This is the
first.
invitation to get comfortable yourself with the information first and
Hmm.
integrate it to be able to hold this. So, because that's part of your all of y'all's purpose here is to really um, just do it and be like, look at my life. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I'm healthy. I'm aging backwards. I'm like I have all this energy. Um, my vitality, my passion is just alive. People are gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And like, "I'm following my joy. What are you doing?" And it's giving people permission to step outside of the usual. Like some of you changed your lives dramatically and did a complete 180, and some of you, you know, decided, hey, I don't agree with this and got outside of the box. And now you're like, hey, check this out. You know, that's fresh. That's the kind of life that souls come here to incarnate, are the ones that really think outside the box, challenge things, and explore with curiosity. And oh, my heart is just exploding right now, just
They're
sharing this.
loving it. Everyone needed to hear this today, is what the comments are all saying. So thank you, Guy. It's true. Authenticity and joy are going to save you, save us all together, and bring us all up. Together
All
we rise.
we rise, and and together we rise. We're rising together, and
Together.
I just want everybody to like experience being human. Enjoy being in your body. Get to know your body intimately, because this is your key to really unlocking how freaking powerful you really are. And your concept of money is going to go away when you realize that you can literally create anything that you want.
Ooh, that snap gave
Oh,
me
you
chills.
could. Yeah.
Okay, someone had a great question about dragons.
Ooh,
Any
yes.
update on the dragon lines and you and what's going on with
Mhm.
this update?
A lot of powerful things are happening with the dragon ones. A lot. I want you all to just take a minute and imagine where everybody in your community that's all here. Just sense where everybody is on the planet right now. That's in this community of yours. Everybody is doing their work with the dragon lines, where they're at, where they're moving their bodies to right now. Your little side quests that each of you go on when you travel, when you decide to go on a little road trip for the weekend, wherever you're at, everything is moving. And the more and more intentional you are, the more and more aware of your dragon lineage, your dragon frequency that directly connects into the dragon lines. If you acknowledge that every day, it's just magnetizing this energy, this birthing, because not only is it the sun and the earth, that's coming together with this new energy, but God, you got to understand that the dragon frequency is core for this whole thing. So just understand that there's a
It's just all connected. We're having this whole egg crack at the same time. This
well put.
dragon egg.
There's a
Yeah.
whole dragon egg is just cracking open right now.
Okay. So it's a big moment. And you're right, but instead of waiting for that big moment, I like if we're comparing this to like a trimesters, I feel like we're solidly in the second trimester.
That's a good analysis, yeah.
Okay. Um, what do you want to say about the Sphinx energy? Because we're learning about this ancient Lyran past and these ancient Lyrans that first came to be with you. Um, I don't know. What's your message to us about the Sphinx and the literal unearthings that are happening in our timeline right now?
Well, as you've learned, the sphinxes, there's many of them on different planets, and they are like a server network in a sense. But everything that your intuition tells you, everything that you feel about the sphinx, the land, the pyramids, and underneath, trust your intuition, trust your knowing, because that really is the truth for you. And yes, the halls of, there are the halls of Amenti down there. There are records, there are tangible things, there are consciousnesses resting while they're having incarnations on the planet
Interesting.
as well. So there's and you have access. The collective has access to this now. If or you can attempt to go there. If you're not aligned or grounded, you will not receive anything. If you are ready to receive things and explore, you can access the halls of Amenti. You can explore underneath the Sphinx, and everybody's memories or retrievals will come through differently.
Mm,
But if you feel called to, there are activations always available down there.
I love
Um,
that.
and There are there is a hall of Lyran of statues of Lyrans that do hold consciousnesses that you can go and communicate with.
Very cool. We definitely need to. I mean, I'm pulled to the Sphinx nonstop for a reason. It's the lions. Even I'm wearing a tiger today.
It's so, and it's the lions. Oh, and kitty cats.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Honor honor your house cats. They're doing some very intense portal work
Yes.
helping all of
Even
you.
even the
So,
goofy ones. I have a very goofy kitty, and I know he's doing way more. He's like a Lyran warrior or something.
yes, yeah. So you know.
Okay, so things are literally being unearthed, and we're going to find that out. That like we're going to find out that you have an inner Earth with a whole bunch of civilizations and secrets, and then even just in the crust that we think we know, we're finding there's cities, there's ancients, everything under there. It
Yeah,
just
there's, I mean, just layers of built on top of the surface of the earth is a lot different than what you would expect. And it's good for you to explore the idea of what the actual crust of the earth looks like and how many layers of, because it's in the unearthing of history and everything that you were mentioning, like it's true. It's what's happening. The earth is shifting, the plant, like physical plates and volcanoes are erupting, there's earthquakes, things are shifting. So there are things that are going to come rising up that are going to be undeniable for humanity to ignore.
very
So
cool.
understand that it's, you all are so motherships, but just know that, like, look in the
Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah. Dig, start looking on the planet that's full of secrets.
And
Exactly.
I recommend, yeah, to start connecting with the ocean and
Yeah, because
going
that's
deeper.
there's a lot of secrets from there. We're learning it's not even originally from here. It's from other planets. So
Yes.
very cool. I'm also learning that there's other ancient pyramids that aren't even just in Egypt. They're all over this planet alone, like one in
Mhm.
Louisiana where I live.
Yeah, there's a massive one in Alaska too.
Very cool. So it's worth it to go to these places and activate them.
Hmm.
All right, we will be going. Marina had a great question. Would you like to tell us about your relationship with the reptilians? You know, lately we've been introduced to a few great ones, um,
Hmm.
and it feels very much that the shoe is about to drop on the collective learning about the not so great ones. So,
Hmm.
what would you like to say about that and your relationship to them now?
My relationship with them is very strong. Even when the descent, the fall into the 3D is part of the plan. Now, it takes healing to forgive some of the things like the condition that the planet is in, and it's not entirely their fault. It's actually humans' fault. But um, I would like to say that with my collective of reptilians that I do work with, I'm very pleased, but I'm also very understanding of every polarity, of every being, of every race. So I hold peace and no anonymity.
I love that. I know they had told us that there are already some reptilians working, I believe, in Inner Earth to come up with help how to help humanity as we build our future, our cities, and things like that, as we reimagine what New Earth looks like.
And the reptilians are among many races that are there's special projects, there's teams, and like we say all the time, there's councils upon councils upon councils. Just, you're all part of councils.
Yes.
The thing. And it's not to diminish, like to minimize your position in the council that a version of you holds, but um, there's so many brilliant consciousnesses and energies and creative abilities that are poised and been ready to and have already been working with awakened humans that are in positions to understand the things, the science, the technology, the groundbreaking infrastructure on how to create a different civilization than the concrete jungle.
Hmm.
Everything's already in place, but there's different flavors. But the reptilian team that you're specifically referencing to, um, they are uh, very close to my well-being and ascension journey. So it's not necessarily like humans get to benefit from their care and interest in my ascension. So
I agree. But as they were speaking in the interview, they do see a future in which we do cohabitate more closely all together in this very Star Trek reality that we're building that
yes.
exists already beneath our feet, like behind a veil.
And the shift in being able to perceive all of this, it will continue to trickle in. So believe me, when you do start to interface with reptilian beings or alien beings, your nervous system is being fed tiny bits right now where your psyche is being able to slowly perceive, like how you're having these conversations. And as you have the conversation, you hold an image in your head of what you think it looks like, right?
Hmm.
So that's you already adapting your nervous system to with through imagination. So that's also how it's how manifestation works too. But really, it's just essentially aligning your nervous system to the concept of whatever it is that you want or whatever it is that you're working to like be able to handle. And and then the more you imagine it, the more and more it actualizes, and then you're like, I can perceive this being right here. So just a little tip.
Very cool. Thank you. Um, since manifestation is a thing, what would you like to plant as a seed in our mind as the cities we're working towards creating with these galactic brothers and sisters and elementals all around us? What would you like to tell us about them?
Well, it's just, it's just as exciting for I kind of squirreled in the beginning part of what you're saying, but I want to talk about the excitement on their end, and then also you meeting like humans meeting them with excitement on their end and co-creating, like like um, tapping into your imagination and working with elementals and working with like extraterrestrials or reptilians. It really is what the true meaning of like co-creation, because you can engage with them and learn from them, and then you physically can pull it through.
Mm.
It's also the elemental aspect, and I know you guys are starting to perceive this more and more, but the more you access your chi, your energy, and align with your elemental friends, you really will like air bending, earth bending, water bending. These are real things that your human selves and minds are fully capable of.
Very, very cool. Okay, I also want to talk about the animal changes that are happening that I want. You said you were gonna, might be new animals popping up, but also I've been told in the book The Golden Future, which talks about this 5D future we're building, that animals are going to be kinder with each other among the animal kingdom world, like almost like Disney princess reality is where we're moving into.
Well, just in general, yeah, because the whole of it is going to lift into just a lot more, I don't know, less ferociousness. So you can imagine, there is still the beauty of ecosystems and nature and in the food chain and stuff, but it's not going to be, it's a little more divine in a sense of more animals will be aware even more so, just a little bit more conscious than, let's say, current states right now.
Very cool.
It's they're not going to rise up in full sentience, but there's going to be a little more heart to it.
Okay, okay, very cool. Um, I was wondering, we have a little bit left. If you wanted to bring in, one of the cooler aspects of the Cosmic Union Part 1 event was we got to experience Gaia and Apollo energy fusion and like the different fusions of each of the cosmic pairings.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you were interested in bringing in your partner Apollo and kind of showing us the difference between you and him, and then you two together, because it's sort of like what we're building.
Essentially a sneak peek at an unborn baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
it's like your
Um,
ultrasound peak.
Apollo would be happy to come through. Hang on. Well, yeah. Hello, Dale.
Hey Apollo, welcome,
Hello.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's up?
So you're coming on here as this sort of pregnancy announcement, and as the lucky
I'm a
dad
baby
to
daddy.
be. Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay, what?
So I don't know. What's your message today for those of us here who just listened to all the amazing changes that are happening because of your energies penetrating Gaia and all of us right now?
Shower your divine feminine with love and light codes. She's doing all the work. I'm doing exactly what I'm here to do, and that's fully support her and just fuel her fire so she can create. And so I'm just holding her beautiful and just like wrapping her in codes and wrapping all of you in codes too. And so I'm excited. I can't take all the credit, but I am definitely 1000% supercharged supporting my girl. This is awesome. And so this creation, you guys are creating it too. It's co-creation. So, the more you guys y'all keep doing what you're doing, it's feeding, it's nurturing, and creating new energy, within yourselves, and then feeding it right back into Gaia. And so just know that this is a uh, huge event. All eyes are on her, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who takes the time to connect with Gaia and connect with yourselves, and of course connect with me if you want. uh, anyway, you want me to do that merge energy? This is really
Yeah.
cool.
I was
Yeah,
thinking we could do the merge and then maybe like a little activation for us with that merge energy.
yeah. See, this is cool. That's what we call alchemy, right? Okay. Uh, just I want everybody to experience the sensation of feeling completely held by the earth, and feel the divine feminine energy rising up through your right side from the earth. I want you to feel that creative force in your stomach. Just feel it moving around. Feel how wild that feminine, fiery energy, the desire, the passion. And I want you to feel a stream of sun rays coming down in your left side. And then feel the earth coming up through the left arch of your foot. Hear the sound of a sword unsheathing itself. And the metal kind of makes that twang. Imagine the divine masculine standing strong and holding this tone, this high frequency, grounded energy, and feel the right side, the divine feminine dancing around this shield, this sword, this rod. Feel the inner union of your masculine and your feminine dancing within your being. Feel supported, held, nurtured, loved. Feel the passion, feel the lust. Feel your body and what it's like to be a human, to experience these sensations, experience crying, laughing, dancing, making love, feeling the touch from another human, hearing someone whisper, I love you, while kissing your neck. This is divine union. Find it within yourself. It is always there. Once you find this within yourself, everything aligns. You are magnetized, and this world is here to dance around you. Gaia and I, Apollo and I, we unite as night and day, as lovers, divine counterparts, entangled in this forever constant, infinite love story that plays through in all the cosmos, in every reflection. My love, I dance with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So lovely. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. That was wonderful. And just what we needed for grounding during these tumultuous times of change, beautiful times of change. Thank you for that so much.
You're welcome.
Gaia, what is one thing that you really want us to talk about today that we haven't touched on yet?
I want to talk about what's going to happen in the next 3 months. And I don't like to, I know there's not to do any future facing or projection, but to just understand that this container that you all are stepping through, this threshold, just understand it's going to go by incredibly fast. So hold on and let go. Flow with it. Know that you're safe. If everything is changing, but it's the change that you've been anticipating. So just know this is a comment to give confirmation for what you feel is going on. And also I want to give so much support and love to everybody who feels like their foundations are a little shaky, and just know that I am supporting you. You can call on me if you need to release anything. Even though I'm going through a massive energetic shift like you, I am so powerful. I can take the energy that does not work for you at the moment and transmute it for you. So if you're feeling a little spirally, just spiral into me, and I will help ground you in so you can actually reach and connect with your highest consciousness. Because this is what it is. The whole thing. Highest consciousness in physicality, experiencing this human existence. Love your bodies. Just love your bodies.
Do the elementals mind if we go out and scream, like, or do they welcome it?
They actually like to transmute that energy because it's very powerful. So if you go out there and scream with intent and be like, please take this, the elementals will actually take the energy and transmute it and create really beautiful things in their world. So they can, until you feel like alchemizing and throwing your scream out there, and you can literally take the energy, do some energy work with it, and then let it go, or you can ask the elementals to run fire. I just heard the fire element come through. If you want to practice fire breathing, you can imagine screaming into the elements, have the fire elemental ignite it energetically, and you can start igniting your fire breathing that way energetically to help you transmute. You can use your violet flame powers that you have, Dale. So
Thank you for that. Lindsay's asking a question. If we feel capable, are we able to help transmute for the elementals in you.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you feel grounded and strong enough and capable, and that intuitive ping that you're getting, like, wow, I think I can really do some incredible stuff, and I'm feeling up for it. Do it, please, because not only does it um, fine tune you and sharpen your skills, it helps the whole cause. It helps everything. And if you know, the more you work with elementals, the more fun you're going to have in this reality.
I agree. Thank you so much. I know, and Les is commenting your quote. If you feel a little spirally, spiral into me. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Gaia.
You're
So
welcome.
true. Together we rise, and
Yeah.
together we're rising. Okay.
Everybody. I love everybody. Thank you all for doing what you're doing. It's so beautiful. Thank you for doing it with me.
We're here for you, Gaia. Thank you
I'm
for
here for you.
helping us learn how to connect and notice again.
Yeah. Thanks for heeding the call and coming down here and doing this.
Always and forever. Okay. With love and gratitude, I'm going to close this connection. And I'm calling all of Stephanie's consciousness, identity, and personality back into her body, replacing all the beings we were speaking with. She's now fully integrated back into her body completely. And when I count backwards from 5 to 1, she's going to wake up feeling wonderful and rejuvenated and refreshed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back, Stephanie. So what was that like? Because she could see me, which I'm not used to. Is like she comes through you and she can see me clearly with what I'm doing.
Yeah, like she's still like she's here. I don't know. It's interesting, like because God, it's like because we're part of her, like this body, this vessel that my higher self operates in is Gaia and inner. It's like so it's like interesting, but I feel like that's another thing that's happening though
What?
with like, and it might be with channeling. It's like especially with Gaia, like being able to see have like they're like actually like wearing my meat suit.
Yes.
Like,
I know. I've been on the receiving end of a few text messages actually from I'm like, that's not I was like, that doesn't sound like Stephanie. And she'll be like, this is Prometheus. We were mid meditation. And then he'll answer me like, indeed. I'm like, Stephanie definitely doesn't talk like that. And it's just so funny to me. It's very funny.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, and we're showing it to the world. So
yeah.
I'm proud of us, Stephanie. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of all of you guys out here too, because I know that you've been a part of the reason why we come out here every single day and keep doing what we're doing. So we're building this world together, all of us, for real.
I'm like, I'm so excited. Every day it seems like just more and more excitement fills my heart. So like, this is really cool. Oh, thank you, Ronnie.
And so Steph and I were talking about how things feel like very much like something is about to happen big time. Obvious levels.
I've been doing a lot of integrating because I had a lot of really amazing activations and stuff, and it's like I think we're on the next level, like of it really setting into our psyche that we're going to be having contact. So
yes, and then these 3 cards. So originally I was like, I don't know, what do the Lyrans want to say about what Stephanie and I are feeling? Like something big is about to happen. What to do with all this energy coming? And it was like, flow with it, ride the wave. It's like, oh yeah, but then somehow, I don't know if I like accidentally, but I flipped over 2 other cards from this deck, and I got color spectrum, self-expression, movement, letting out emotions, which is all about what she was talking about today. Look at that.
It's a beautiful card.
I know, I love them. And this one's called resources, observation, abundance, prosperity, and gifts. Another thing that she was talking about today, how we're all going to be realizing we're so much more than we thought when we look in the reflection. We're multitudes. So yeah, I love this one. Very cool. So yeah, Stephanie and I will be back at 1 o'clock Central Time. So in an hour, again, for a rods live. So have your rods or pendulum ready. I'm thinking, Stephanie, we should do, this has been so much fun, the Great Awakening poster.